Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Gilligan's Island, my absolute favorite show from the 1960s. We're going to talk about a really cool detail that you may have missed about the show. When I connect these two moments together, I think that your mind is going to be blown. If you're a fan of classic TV shows and movies, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below about your thoughts. That's the best way and free that you can totally support the channel and continue allowing me to do the work that I do on YouTube. Let's get right to it. We're going to be talking about an episode from season 2 of Gilligan's Island. It's called Castaway Picture Presents. Now, I was watching this not long ago. I don't know if you've seen it. Let me know in the comments if you have. Now, in this episode, the castaways encounter movie supplies that they found underwater in sealed trunks from a sunken ship that they were able to recover. They found old costumes, filming movie equipment, as well as really cool items. And you see a really interesting item during the episode. Now, what's great about it is that it's a pretty funny episode because the castaways are making this silent type movie with the silent type movie equipment, and they're filming different scenes and so forth. And then finally, after they edit this whole movie together, and they even make a dark room, which is funny. They don't show it, but they even make a dark room, which is totally plausible, I guess you can say. And we see the castaways looking at a big giant sheet, basically used as a screen, and you get to see Gilligan on the famous bicycle. Now that bicycle is a stationary bicycle that they've used throughout the series to power things, and that's really important to know. But you also see this spinning object kind of between the bike and the actual projector. Now the projector, of course, they found it in the trunk, so that's explained away. They made the bike, essentially, they can make something like that because it's just a stationary bike. The pedaling actually produces energy in the form of movement, which gets transferred to something that looks like a generator. And I know a lot of you say, where in the heck did they get a generator? Well, there was a boat. The boat fell apart and they were able to salvage things from the boat. There was also a motor, and yes, a generator is essentially an alternator like in your car. So without getting through many details, essentially they work the same. They are a way to turn the mechanical energy that essentially Gilligan is pumping on the bike into electricity that powers the projector. So all of that is explained. There's actually nothing wrong there. A lot of people may say, oh, there's so many plot holes because that doesn't make sense. Well, no, all of it is plausible, and that's why I make these videos to kind of debunk it, but show that the show was pretty accurate in its depiction. But then later on, let's jump to another episode and you will see this item used once again. Now, Castaway Pictures Presents was episode 43, but now we jump to an episode in season 3. And the episode is called Court Martial. It's episode 85, so almost double of the episode, quite a bit away. And in this episode of Court Martial, we get to see a great dream sequence in which Gilligan dreams that he is Lord Admiral Gilligan and fighting against 3 pirates played by, of course, Mr. Hal, the Professor, and Skipper. They play 3 famous pirates. But what's interesting about the story is that they hear on the radio that the skipper is essentially, they're going to court-martial him. They're going to try him because he was responsible for the accident of the minnow, and it completely destroys him. And all the castaways are trying to encourage him, say, hey, it wasn't your fault, it was just an accident. Why don't we recreate the accident? We create kind of a mock-up of the boat, and we use lightning, and we use thunder, and all these things, and we kind of recreate what was going on. Now, without going too much into that storyline, we see that the professor is rigging up the boat with wiring, essentially, or these vines to make it swing back and forth. We see Marianne kind of playing the part of the thunder, and Ginger is using the same item, a recycled prop. And I want to know how many of you actually noticed this, but it's the same generator. Why is she using this? Well, because this generator uses, right, that mechanical energy of pumping on a bicycle to create, right, if you hook it up to electrodes, a spark, right? And this spark is what created the lightning. And so I think it's so cool to be able to connect these 2 episodes with the same generator. Again, I love to know your thoughts down below. Did you ever notice this generator? Think where it came from? Because of course it would come from a boat. If there's a battery on the boat, which there was, there had to have been an alternator / generator, and here it is. It makes so much sense. In fact, a lot of aircraft are powered and they use generators in them instead of alternators. And so that's kind of a fun little fact there. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, these fun, interesting facts about a show, diving deep into classic TV shows and movies, which is what I absolutely love doing. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you have a favorite episode between these two? A favorite scene? Let me know. I'd love to read your comments and your thoughts down below. We'll see you all next time. Thank you for the support. And don't forget, no matter what struggle you're going through, to always stay positive and, most importantly, be hopeful. A really big thank you to all my Diamond tier patrons: Jerry D, Stacy L, Scott R, Citizen Kane 359, Jennifer P, David D, Kevin K, Sally N, and Vito L. If you want to be on this list or receive exclusives as a great way to support the channel, visit my Patreon description below. Thank you.